Tsunami warning has been issued.
You already know what it is, man. Boss Talk 21 Podcast, DJ KG.
And it's your girl Diamond.
And it's your boy YB, man. And today we're on episode 3.
Man, so we had callers call in, and the first caller, he want to know, is it, what you call it if you sleep on the first night? He want to know what it is you sleep on, what you call it if you sleep on the first night.
Like, do it make you a, basically, I think what it is that if it makes you a hoe by sleeping on the first night. Like, is women considered a hoe for fucking on the first night? Face it.
I mean, I think that in the age that we're in now, our age group, like 30, most of us are knocking 30 or actually in our early 30s. In a way, I think they're just trying to say, what does that mean? Not necessarily for women or men, but to you, what does that mean? Like the definition to you. So, yeah. So, KG, what you think about that?
I call it knowing what you want. Call it already knowing what you want. You want to do what you want to do. You got to test drive. You wouldn't buy a car without test driving it, so you got to test drive. Because, you know, these days, man, being happy means a lot. So being happy, I guess, sexually means a lot. So, what you think, YB?
I don't know. That's like, it's a double standard for me.
So let's define what first date actually means, because, like, you know, in the pre-conversation we had, a lot of us had, you know, different perspectives of what the actual first date means. So to y'all, what is the first date? And then we can go into like what it means.
The first date, I feel like if I get your number today, the first time we link up, that's first night. Like if I get your number today and then we talk on the phone for 2 weeks, if I meet up with you the first night I meet up with you and I smash, that's considered the first night. Do you disagree or you agree with it?
I disagree, because I feel like, you know, in the day and age that we're in, even though you're meeting somebody, just say, okay, like you said, you get my number, we don't link until a month later. If we've been talking for a month, we've been FaceTiming, we've been talking on the phone, we've been catching up, you know, seeing what each other got going on. I don't feel like when I meet you that first time, that's not necessarily the first date. Like, in my mind, I feel like when you meet somebody on the first time, it's like we have not communicated. Let's just say if we've been talking like a week and you say, let's go on a date, then that's like the first date. But if we've been talking for a month, which that's weird, let's say that. If you've been talking to somebody for a month and we grown and you ain't met up with them, something ain't right. But he got a family. But I just feel like if it's the first time after a month, don't you think that you put in the work in a way?
No, but see, at the end of the day, like, what if this person, like, when you meet them, they from out of town, or you from out of town? So you know what I'm saying? That plays.
Okay, but that's different though, because you're in a whole different space. So, like, you're at a distance. We can't just touch each other whenever we, you know, get in touch with each other whenever we feel like we're supposed to, or when we have the time. But if you live in another city, of course, that's the first date.
I don't know. I kind of disagree.
I mean,
Women put that in play to lighten the load up on them. Like, they ain't really fucking the first night. You fucking. You giving it up the first night.
I mean, first off, not me, cause I ain't never been a first nighter. I mean, that ain't my.
You're a bad person.
I mean, I'm not saying that it does. No shame in sex work or whatever you down with. If you a person who dive in on the first, you know, whatever.
How you feel about it, bro?
I told you, man. Hey, man, I call it just motherfucking know what they want. Two grown people that know what they want. They test drive to make sure they happy. Because I mean.
But let me ask you this: do you consider being with them after the first night, like? Could you consider yourself being in a relationship even though you first night? I
mean, it just depends on the person. It just depends on the person. See, it's because, man, like I told you about me, I'm gonna watch a person before I you know, talk to them like this. So I ain't just ramming and nothing. So I gotta see if I can really just fuck with on that level.
But then, cause they go to playing mind games on you, like you can meet a chick, you have a good time. Well, you hit her first night.
Why you asking me?
You hit her first night, right? But then turn around, you started having thoughts in your mind like, man, if she busted over for me the first night, how many other people she done busted over?
I think that's you. I think that's you because you already made it clear. Like, you already made it clear that you already have a preconception in your mind of what you're going to go for and what you're not going to go for. So my thing is, if you meet up with a person, whether from out of town or, in your local area, you hit them the first night. You don't want to be with them because you already said that make you think, too far into it. So when is the perfect time for you? Why do you feel like the first night is that's a no for you for commitment? But so when is what's the best time frame for you? Like, is it 2 dates, 3 days? Because if she make you wait for it, then what does that mean to you? So what's the perfect time for you?
I don't really know because I ain't too quick to go on a date. Like, I ain't really.
Come on now. You got all these rules. You got to know. Like, okay, so.
Rule, but it be like, it's really off of the vibe.
Okay.
Because, see, if you vibing with a person the right way, then the first night was good. Like, the first night, it required for the first night because the first night was everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if she don't give it to me first night and she make me respect her mind, then I ain't got no choice but to respect how she coming. So that could make me like her a little more. But if I like her a little more and have a little respect for her when I do get the bottom, and the bottom ain't what my expectations was, I'm out of there quick.
I mean, I feel like I agree with you in the sense of knowing the person. I've never been on a, heated and quitted first date. I've never slept with anybody on the first date, first meeting. I've never done any of that. But at the same time, I like to get to know the person that I'm talking to. I don't necessarily have like a set of rules that you have to meet before I go to that level with the person. But I do want the man, like Rose said, to respect me in some type of way. Now, if we on that type of tip that we just is casual, then whatever, then okay, you have to respect that. Certain things don't have to be reached when you're in that type of agreement. But I do still like to know the person. So I don't know. Does that make me lame that I'm just not willing to dive in or something?
That don't make you lame. That don't make you lame.
You already said you grown folks know what they want.
Grown folks know what they want. I tell you this. I tell it to the brother out there. I tell you this. And I tell the ladies out there like this on first night. Everybody seen Love Jones. Lorenz Tate, Neil Long, they fucked on the first night. So,
I mean, that's not really a good
Neil Long
example.
a hoe? Was she wrong? Neil Long wasn't wrong.
I don't think that their relationship went the best way. It wasn't the best example.
Well, anyway, to my brother who called in, brother, I tell you, there's two grown people who know what they want.
For sure. Okay.
All right, our next caller, they called in. They want to know when is it a good time for their significant other to meet their kids. This is a young lady, so I'm gonna start from a young lady's point of view, and then I'm gonna start from a guy's point of view, cause I don't got no kids, so start over here.
So, I guess because I'm a new mom. So, I personally don't have a concrete answer to this. If I was dating, because I'm not dating right now, I'm single, I'm just focusing on me and my kids and business and stuff like that. But if I was dating, I think that the perfect time to meet your children is after you've already established yourself with this person and you trust them. You've went on a few dates with this person. You've seen how they interact with family and different stuff like that. I'm knocking on 30. I'm 28. So I would want this person to be established in some type of way. I mean, have something going on for themselves. But at the same time, like, I personally don't have a specific time frame. So I don't think I'm the best person to ask because I'm not looking for that. But I think you should range it on when you feel comfortable, when you feel like this is the perfect time that this person should meet your children, and you feel like this person is safe around children, because we know how that can go if you don't feel that this person is safe around children, and you feel like this person is actually family oriented, and you feel like this person is interested in falling into that role. Because I think sometimes we start dating and a lot of people be on fun. A lot of people don't be on serious tips to actually like build a family. And when you have children, you have to protect them. You have to put them in a realm to not just meet random people and be around everybody's energy that you interact with, because everybody that you interact with doesn't actually get to that family level. So I think you should range it on when you feel comfortable.
But what did the kids solidify? Like when a woman say, "I want you to meet my kids," what does that do?
I mean, you're letting them into your sensitive comfort area, because when you meet my kids, then I feel like you're stepping in to be a part of their life as a possible. I ain't gonna necessarily say boyfriend material, but or actually you already have solidified that you want to be my boyfriend and you want to be a father figure to my children. I have 2 sons, 2 twins, but set of twins too, but whatever, cut that out, Ron. But I want the person to be comfortable. So if you're not comfortable, then if your mind isn't set on being a parent, because when you get with somebody that has kids, you're signing up to be an extra parent. You don't think so?
Wait, run that back. You say if a person do what now?
If a person is signing up to be with somebody who has children, you're signing up to be an extra parent. If that person's not at that mindset, then it's a package deal. So I don't want you to meet my children, and I don't feel like you're at that level to be progressing to be an additional parent. Like, what am I letting you meet my kids for? Fun, cakes and giggles? Pampers cost.
So to the young lady, I say this: it's no specific time. When the time is right for you, and you want your significant other to meet your kids and be a part of their life, it's all up to you. Now, our next caller, he got in.
Hold on. I want to go back to the first topic real quick. All right, let me ask you that question.
Mm-hmm.
If you meet a guy, right, and you give him the bottom, is it required for him to call you the next day?
The bottom. I mean,
we going back to the first night.
Right. The first night is the way. Like, if a dude get the bottom, right, do he gotta call you the next day? Like, is it required for him to call you the next day? And if so, if not, how it make you feel if he don't call you?
For me personally, yes, because by the time I sleep with somebody, I feel like we've established some type of connection. If he does not call me back, then I feel like, well, at least he used me, or some shit went wrong, or it was trash, or I don't know how y'all range what was trash. Never experienced this before, so let me just put that little tidbit in there. But yeah, I mean, you looking for a call back, whether it was a one night. Well, I ain't gonna say a one night thing, because sometimes y'all be on some wild shit, and I'm saying y'all because I ain't never been in this type of situation. But some people be on some shit like it was just a fun time, so they not looking for that. Me, I'm looking for that, because we've established that I like you, you like me. I'm giving you something that's important to me, thinking that making it important to you. So, what you think? Why if a dude don't call back, what you think? What's the reason?
If a dude don't call back, what?
If he don't call back.
If a dude don't call a female, like,
yeah.
Sometimes it depends on how he moving. He might not feel no type of way at all. He probably just having too much emotion that he ain't even really pondering on that night. Last night could have been everything.
Yeah.
But the next day he could be just doing what he doing, and like, man, I'm gonna get to it when I can. Cause that's guys that do that. You know what I'm saying? It don't. But then the female would be like, dang, you ain't let me know if it was good or bad. You just left me in the stuff. Like, I didn't know it was a requirement to call. But you do now. That's a younger me, like, thinking like that. But in a sense, I would call just because I'm knowing that that's what they want. You know what I'm saying? So you would call them just to be like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't forgot about last night. I'm doing this right now.
I mean, yes, because then we talk about in the very first episode with intentions. If you show a woman that you're putting your intentions into her, then that's going to make her feel confident and that you're moving forward in a positive direction. So if you get with me one night and you don't call me back the next day just because you weren't busy before we got together.
But he probably was busy. Like, you got to also look at this. If he was busy in the daytime, what make him busy the next day after y'all had sex in the daytime? Because he wasn't busy at nighttime. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't busy when he was getting it. But
I feel like it's no excuse though. If you're really interested in someone, whether you're busy or not, a text takes 5 seconds.
Saying, what if you the female? What if the dick was trash? Do you reach out or do you just like nah? Like what do you do in this situation? Do you call him?
I plead the fifth.
Oh,
That's why this next caller had something good for this. The next caller want to know what is considered good pussy. That's why they ain't getting called back, because they probably ain't got no good pussy.
I disagree. Because I feel like, I don't, like, when people say good pussy, like what's good, like, what make it good and what make it bad? Like, I can understand, like, dry make it bad. Like, damn, her shit was dry. I had to spit start that motherfucker or something. But as far as, I feel like good and bad go with the, how you feeling the person. Like, if you feeling the female, well, that shit tricky, man. Motherfuckers say, I heard people say all the time, like, man, she was so bad. I'm feeling her, but it was trash. So I don't understand. You know, I guess it got to go with the smell too. I guess it got to go with the smell.
That's the main thing with Jeter, man. It's the smell, man. You can't have that twang with the Jeter, man. I don't want no smell, because something ain't right. Something ain't right. I know some ladies can't help themselves and stuff like that. Even some they probably dealt with some nasty guys that probably threw their stuff off. But the same token, it's not all on the females. But brother, man, I don't know what's considered bad pussy. Well, I do know what's considered bad pussy in my book. But you got to figure out what's considered bad pussy.
What is it in your book, bro?
A pH balance. That's considered bad pussy to me. I don't care how well it gets.
Is that the only thing?
The smell is there, because if it don't smell, if I can smell it, but when you take your drawers out, it's not for me.
Are you gonna dive in?
I'm not gonna dive in. I'm not gonna dive in.
Yeah, it's tickling me today.
But yeah, brother, man, if the pH balance is off, I don't think you should dive in.
Hey, you gonna let me answer? Did I get the answer?
Dive.
I'm the one in the wrong way to Punani. Okay, so what was the question?
Brother, man, want to know what is considered good pussy.
So I'm with Ro. I don't know how guys gauge it, but let me give it to you from a woman's perspective. One, KG is correct. If a woman's pH balance is thrown off, most of the time it's you. Let's get into it. It's the nigga that she's messing with now. If she messing with multiple guys, then that's on her. But if you messing with somebody and her pH balance is off, most 6 times out of 10, maybe 7 is you. And not saying that there's something wrong with you. It could be some products that you're using, bacteria that's on your body that doesn't match with her body. It just depends. Or it could be her ancestors just letting her know that you're not the one. So let's move beyond that. Secondly, it could be her and products that she's using and she doesn't know how to manage her area the right way, because let's be honest, everybody wasn't raised correctly. Some of us have not been taught how to manage that, and sometimes we go through issues. But all of that can be fixed by the woman. Ask your gynecologist, and she will get you the medicine that you need. Or you can go to your natural sisters, and they will get you the herbs and stuff that you need. You just have to educate yourself on how to fix that area. There's no excuse to not spell right. And don't say you don't smell it, sis. You smell it. Okay? Anyway, moving forward. Now, third thing is, now from a woman's perspective, because we're not going to blame the guy, but this in a way is blaming the guy. So I'm sorry, fellas. But if a guy say that the coochie isn't good and that it's loose, let's just dive into this. The vagina does not get loose. Let's let the crickets come in for a second. Moment of silence. The vagina does not get loose. Women have babies. Women push out fucking placentas. The vagina does not get loose. I'm sorry, y'all. If you go in her vagina and it's loose,
that shit loose.
Then what does that say about you?
Don't say nothing about no dude.
You got a pencil. You may got the length and don't got the girth. Okay, I'm just we being real. Are we not being real? Because we like to blame girls because they have explored their wonders and messed with a few guys, and y'all want to say her Kitty is loose, and that's not true, y'all. It does not. Cause how can a woman have a baby and it go back to normal? You with somebody who done had a baby and it's back to normal, but a person who has literally slept with a few guys, that one guy had a bigger thing and one guy had a smaller thing, and you saying that she's loose? Look, can't nothing knock that coochie loose. I'm sorry, you ain't that big unless you mandingo. So let's move forward. So summing this up. If something is wrong with the cat, it's most likely the guy's fault. I'm sorry. It's most likely the guy's fault, and the woman is uneducated. So if you think that the cat is not good, sir, you need... I'm not going to say that. But move on. That's not the person for you.
Brother, man.
I'm done.
I'm going to tell you like this.
Drop
if
the
smell
fucking
wrong,
mic.
leave it at home. Because something is definitely wrong.
And I mean, yeah, that's true. I feel like we should get comfortable with the fact that if the smell is wrong, to let the person know. I mean, people may take it offensively, but they know. They know.
Listen to
They know. 9 out of 10 women have all had a BV problem. That's what it is, man. BV, B and V.
Okay,
9 times out of 10, each woman on this earth has had a BV problem. It's an easy fix. It's a bacteria imbalance. That's all it is, y'all. You acting like a motherfucker just, got all the STDs and stuff. I mean, no shame to people who have STDs you can't get rid of. That's a part of life sometimes. But it can be fixed. Let's stop the shaming and let's start educating each other so we can move forward.
Okay. Brother, man, like I told you. If it smell wrong, leave it at home. Because you ain't do your Carfax.
I am going to regret saying all of this.
Brother, man.
I'm going to regret saying all of this.
Somebody been there before you, and he was a dirt diggler. So, you know it.
That is actually might be true.
All right, man. Our next caller wanted to know, because I guess she was kind of salty about Valentine's Day. She said she met this guy. They was talking. They weren't talking long, but she felt some type of way because she didn't get nothing for Valentine's Day. So, is it... How quick or how soon, what's the time frame to get a Valentine's Day gift before Valentine?
I don't know, man. I ain't really just giving them a gift, bro. Valentine kind of played out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I do stuff for my career, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that Valentine's stuff be kind of played out. Like, you dress up to give me the same stuff. I been to no cap. Like, you gonna dress up. One day you gonna dress up to give me something that I get every day. I done had it every way. And you want to think this day right here gonna make a difference?
Oh my God.
This day don't make a difference.
It's
I'm kind of trying to hold myself from laughing.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Why is he so funny?
In the same box, same head.
Oh my God.
You got that same large array of
This is the Leo energy. I can see the Cancer in the room. I can't deal with this. This is just nothing but Leo energy. So, I mean, how long have they been talking?
This is a young lady who asked this.
How long have they been talking before Valentine's Day though?
She didn't say definitely how long they've been talking.
Okay, sis.
She probably been talking to nothing but a week or so.
Okay, I was just about to say that. If it's been a week, sis, look, he don't know you. Okay? He don't know you. And it's a petty holiday. What you want him to give you a $10 bear from Walmart or something? So he don't know you. Secondly, if it's been like a month, y'all been talking, he been blowing up your phone, and he did not get you anything, not a chocolate, not a cup with you cute, nothing on it. He got a family, sis. Okay, he got a family. He got a wife. He got a baby. He got something going on. I want to hear what Ro got to say because Ro, he out of the conversation.
Sometimes you got to do some stuff just because. Don't get me wrong. You got to do something for you.
He got a family, sis, so let him go.
Valentine's Day play. That's overrated at this point.
I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, it's just a holiday to sell
do
candy.
Something just because it's that day. Don't get me wrong, but it kind of plays out.
Valentine's Day should be every day. You should have, it should not be a limit on when you show love to the people around you and your significant other. My mom has been saying since we were kids that Christmas is every day. Our Christmas tree has been up for about 7-8 years now, and that's how we live life. Christmas is every day. We get what we want.
Right.
any other day. And on Christmas, I mean, we celebrate each other and Jesus, but other than that, these holidays are to sell products. Let's be real. People make such a big deal about being alone on Valentine's Day. And I'm talking to you, sis. I'm sorry, but I'm talking to you. We make such a big deal about being alone on these federal holidays because that's what they are, to sell products. And at the end of the day, you just have to be comfortable with yourself and the people that are around you. Now, if you've been talking to this young fella and he didn't show you that he loved you, he may not love you in the month. That's what Valentine's Day is about. Okay? So if he didn't get you nothing, he got a family, sis. Run. Other than that, celebrate yourself, sis. Buy yourself a bear. Move on.
I couldn't answer that question for you, so Miss Diamond had to answer that for you. So, sis, keep your head up. Black love.
I've been drinking.
You are a queen. Thank you. Our next caller, they wanted to know this.
Am I yelling?
No, you're not yelling. Our next caller wanted to know this. When is it time to let your married homeboy or homegirl kind of have they marital space? But I'm going to tell you like this. Brother, why would you call Lynn? You a grown-ass man asking about this, right?
I mean, another grown man called about pussy.
I'm going to just say this, brother. I know that's your dog. So obviously you haven't grown up and you're not a man because every man needs their space. And that's a man with a family. So he needs his space. And that's a grown woman with a family. She needs her space. She don't need your ass trying to come to her or him all the time trying to do little boy shit. So once you get to that step and elevate and become a grown man, you will see what they talk about. So I'm gonna let my other co-host elaborate.
We're gonna let Ro go first because he's engaged. Congrats!
You got your own man. I mean, you your own man. I mean, you can't penalize a man for who he hang with to a degree though. You know what I'm saying? Like, he his own man, you gotta give him room to do that. Like, whoever he hang with, he slit like a product of, you know what I'm saying, who he hang with. Like, you are who you hang around. So like, if you hang around a buster, you slick a buster too. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your partner, he doing whole shit, you hang with him, you condone the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? And the female, you know, they're kind of like a birds of a feather flock together. So it's like, if you got a female and if you got an old lady, man, her best friend, you know she a hoe. Your lady got some hoe in her too, dog. I ain't gonna tell you that. She's some hoe in her too. She a hoe. She hoeing somewhere. Don't say I know my girl, bro. Don't go to her not know my girl shit. You don't know your girl.
I don't agree.
Your girl is out here doing what she doing, just in a different way, bro.
I don't agree.
Funny you said that. Birds of a feather flock together. Brother, man, I'm gonna just tell you like this. The last brother called in about when letting your married friends, have their space. You shouldn't let their married friends have their space because you need to grow up and eventually you'll get to that level where you are a grown man and you'll want to have your own space too as well. And females have their own space because everybody don't need to be cluttered at a certain age. We're not kids anymore. Sometimes we need our space to elevate our minds and grow. But our next topic was do birds of a feather really flock together?
No. Absolutely not.
Why? Why they don't?
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you're watching to this point, subscribe.
Hit that like, subscribe.
Come
man.
on now.
Like this content.
All right. So I do not believe that birds of a feather flock together. I think my ideas come from my own personal experience. Not to throw anybody under the bus, tell anybody's business, but I've always been my own person. I don't fold under pressure. I don't fold under peer pressure. I don't care what X, Y, and Z is doing. If I roll like this, I told you I ain't never had no one night stand. I can't say the same about some people that I've been friends with. I mean, that's their business. But at the same time, I don't feel like birds of a feather flock together. Now, if you are a weak-minded person, then that's when you follow behind what everybody else is doing. So if your friends want to hit a lick and rob a store, then you feel like, okay, it's cool for me to gang bang or whatever, even though I was raised in a good home with 2 parents and I don't have to do all this. If you feel like you're that type of person that you have to prove yourself by lowering your standards to be like the people that you're friends with, then yes, birds of a feather flock together. But if you have a strong mind and you make your own decisions for yourself, then I don't believe that. So when we say that, oh, homegirl is a HOE or whatever, because that's not even realistic if we grown. Like y'all said one night stands. If we grown, did we not just say that?
That's still some whole shit.
Oh. Nah, we can't change it. But if you're saying
can't justify certain shit just because we say you grown, that don't mean you justify it. Don't pop 4 or 5 niggas in one night like that.
Do y'all see these Leos that I am hosting with?
At home with the kids. Come on now.
Hey, check this out, Dan. Check this out, right? Birds of a feather flock together, right? So you got 2 females, right? It's two females, it's 2 guys. They in the crib together. All right. You got one girl. She telling you like, I'm finna fuck him. So she taking him in the bathroom, right? But you don't want her to know. So she up front with what she do. Mm-hmm. It don't really make her a bad person.
Ain't no shame.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect that.
Yeah. She will.
But on the other hand, every time she go in the bathroom and close the door, you letting the other dude stick his dick in for a couple times. You got to do it from her. It's some shame in your game and ain't no shame in her. So that's what I'm saying. Brothers and together, you might just put a little twist on your different. So when they come out the bathroom, in actuality, what they don't know don't hurt them. You never did nothing. But your buddy know, like you just got to be sitting on that motherfucker.
That's just a assumption, though. You're assuming that the friend is going to do something in secrecy when, at the end of the day, she probably just sat there and talked to homeboy.
Man, when that girl...
No. I'm not saying the person who went in the bathroom. I'm saying that the person who is holding the persona that she's not going to do something on the risk or the limb. She might really just sat out here and talked to this homeboy.
She got a boyfriend and she did that.
But you're assuming that she did that.
I'm gonna tell you what
you're assuming that she did that.
I'm telling you that.
No, you don't know for a fact. I'm telling you, bro, like right-handed guy. I have been in some situations, and let's just say I went to 2 different colleges. I've had a vast amount of friends that have done a lot of different things. No judgment from me. I'm with it.
They went to Tougaloo,
USM, to the top.
What David better say about them girls in Tougaloo?
But, I mean, I'm just being real. I've been in collective with friends who've done a lot of things. I've done some things. You know what I'm saying? It's no judgment. But at the same time, I can say that just because I was doing something, it didn't make the next person do something. And just because she was doing something or on go or whatever, that didn't make me do something. If I'm just here with this person, just making sure that she don't get kidnapped or she don't get raped or, whatever. Because, girls like to travel in twos. It's a thing that we do. It does not mean that I'm on the same shit that she on. That does not mean that.
If it don't mean that.
I mean, hold up. Before you say what you gotta say, I do agree to an extent, though. If you're condoning what your friend is doing, then in a way you do kind of agree with it.
But I'm saying, say you gotta do. Everybody done been in this situation. Mm-hmm. You with your homegirl. She's single though, so she pop hers how she want. Y'all meet up, you know what I'm saying? You take her to go meet Andre.
Okay.
But Andre got little Johnny with him.
Okay. He brought a friend for a friend.
And then she like, I'm finna ride me and dude, we finna go somewhere. Now you and Johnny, y'all stuck together.
Not necessarily. Bro, I'm just being real. I'm being real though. I get what you saying. I get what you saying 100%. Some females are with that. When they meet Johnny, they be like, Johnny cool. His vibe okay.
I mean sleeping with him, but if you got your number out, you still get the birds of a feather flock together. Because you gotta do it at the end of the day. You could have said, look, I gotta do it. I ain't even.
I ain't gonna even hold you. That's what I'm gonna say, bro. No bullshit.
But you know what though? If that's what you gonna say, then baby girl, I can't even ride with you to drop you off. We can just end before we even do that. I can't
No,
even ride
I
with
mean,
you.
no, not necessarily, because if I want to make sure.
Go back to putting somebody in a messy situation.
No, but when didn't we just say that everybody got their own mind though? Because it can't be two streets when it come to men and women. See, you want to have two streets when it come to men and women. You think men know what they doing, but women just flow with whatever's happening. No, like if I know that I have a man and I'm making sure my friend is straight, I'm gonna take her to wherever she going. Now if she come with old dude and he got a friend with him and she say, "Oh, I want to ride with whoever this is and his friend here," well, bitch, you better find out where his friend going, because he ain't going with me. Bitch, if you going with such and such, then go ahead, but I'm finna go home if you don't need me no more. That's when I'm on. I'm not the type of person that's like, "Oh, well, yeah, well, who his friend talking to? Bitch, I got a man at the house." You know, it's enough to deal with him. But I get what you're saying, though. Some people do be on that. Some people just be here for the thrill, especially college, whatever. But that ain't me.
Motherfucker, they getting pounded in that bathroom or that back room, and y'all sitting up there in that living room, and that motherfucker, no. She getting pounded. They think that friend ain't gonna want no dick.
That homeboy like, man, look, we might well do what they do. They having fun.
Shit. Your homegirl be like, shit, they having fun.
Y'all know what I just said about
Let's
one night
jump.
stands. He would have looked at me and I would have been like, "Sir, get the fuck out of my face, okay?"
But, all right, but what
Sorry,
what if
viewers,
dude,
but
what was I saying?
get
What
the
if dude was
fuck
fine, or you like, damn, he fine.
I mean, he could be fine, but
Come on now, look.
don't make me
females be
say
doing
it.
shit like that too. Like,
Yeah.
oh, he's so funny. Forgot to get to him right here. What if he one of them? What if he one of them though? Man, you
Yeah.
I swear, like if I got to do, I don't care how fine you is or what you want, because I don't know you. I just met you.
No dude.
Okay, no dude, he probably give my number. We can chat it up. But he ain't finna hit me on the first time. No, I don't know you, sir. I don't know if you got a family at the crib. I don't know if you got a girl that I know.
All that.
Bro, I don't do
She said,
first
yeah,
time. I'm
she
sorry.
She ain't revving that dick.
I'm
I don't care, my
sorry.
best friend up there hollering.
You not doing
She
it
ain't
to
going
me.
to
I'm
work.
sorry.
She
And
like,
listen, this is proven. You can look. I'm not gonna bet you on it. I could, but nobody that can say that they can rock with me, that they rock with me on the first time they met me.
So
Nobody.
So you're in a room with Chris Brown and his crew, and Chris Brown on you. You ain't gonna get Chris Brown in there.
I ain't gonna hold you. If it was J. Cole, we probably could chop it up.
J.
That's probably the only person, and that's that's because if he talking the right thing, But other than that, nah, for real. That's because I really like J. Cole and I would love to meet
Take
him.
a shot because you.
I'm serious. I'm so
You
serious.
gonna first night J. Cole.
Oh no.
Because you don't know when the next time you don't know when the next time you gonna see him again.
Maybe, but nah. But for real though, I feel like. See, Ro, he don't got no faith in women, so let's just pass by him.
Don't do that.
He don't got no. I don't want to be holding Crown up. We are not sponsored. We are not sponsored by Crown, so
Bleep that out, Ron.
yeah. But
Man, I did not look down upon no women, no none of that.
But I think that you have a disbelief on women's ability to have self-control. It's really about self-control. Is it not, KG?
Nah, I know a few women who ain't gonna
Self-control.
I know a couple women who ain't gonna rock like that. I'm just saying.
So why you think I'm a rock like that?
Because you can't just hold yourself, because you don't know what you would do.
I do.
No, because see, a lot of times we all say, like, I say, oh, I ain't gonna go for this. And I find myself going for it.
I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying? So you can't always be like, oh, I just know for a fact I ain't gonna do this.
I'm going to say this. When it comes to love, I will agree with you. When you love a person and you're at that depth with a person, we always say the shit we not going to accept, the shit we not going to go through and all of that. I can agree with you on that because I'm a Cancer, and when we love you, we do some really retarded shit. So I can say that about myself.
Okay,
Yeah.
Blue.
But when it comes to when I first met you, I'm first meeting you, I don't know you,
So,
I'm going to stand on, I'm not,
Have you ever
and
lied with a guy that you kissed on the first day?
I've only kissed one person on the first time I ever met
Okay,
them.
So watch this. If you kissed
Well, not even met. I can't. Hold on. Let me think about it. Okay. Yeah, I did.
okay. Was
Yeah.
you drinking or was you drunk? No.
I was drunk.
Okay. You was drunk. I salute to whoever he is, because guess what? She ain't cracking at this point. But listen. I look at it like this. if you kissed the guy on the first night, ain't no shame in that. Ain't no shame in no woman giving it up on the first night. But
And I don't want to say that either. I don't want to send that image.
But
live your best life,
if
sis.
you open the door for that, you can open the door for a lot more because it probably could have elevated and escalated to something more.
Yeah.
Y'all probably had a limit. You probably wasn't too far over the edge yet. You
Yeah.
probably wasn't. The spice wasn't all the way there to go first night.
I was definitely lit though.
So you can't really say what you won't do. You can say I don't have intents to. Like,
Okay.
I don't intend to.
Perfect.
First night.
Because I don't think anybody should say what they won't do
Right,
because
fact. That was-
life will definitely put you in a situation where you will do the
And for the
shit.
record, I don't look down on women. Y'all are beautiful. You feel me? Check this out. If you give it up on the first night, you know, depending on the situation, you don't get frowned upon. We all human. It's our life. It's our love. If you make a person wait, that's respected too. You know what I'm saying? We grown. It's all about your purpose and what you like. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's your body. You get to choose who and what, however you want to give it to them. That's up to you. You feel me? So that's on that. And a person can only judge you by what they know. If nobody knows that's how you get down, we can't judge you on how you get down because we don't know how you get down. You feel me? Unless somebody else telling your business for you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't shame a woman for what they do and how they do. Just be hold yourself accountable. Be a woman about it. Be respectful about what you do. You know what I'm saying? And that's for the fellas too. You know what I'm saying? So let's clear the air because I don't want nobody talking about, bro, he a sexist. He like yada yada yada. Nah, I love you. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? When I was out there, give me the first night. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't where I'm at today. You know what I'm saying? I got other stuff going on in my life. You know what I'm saying? So hey, it ain't about me.
First night, I ain't lying.
Man, y'all funny.
But hey, Queen, I just want to let you know this, Queen. You are beautiful. You are special. If you choose to give it up on the first night, that's your body, your prerogative. But I know one thing about you. You're smart, Queen. You're beautiful. So I know you're very cautious about who you're going to give your body to, who you're going to lay down with. So I know that man that you're going to give your body to, he's not going to disrespect you. He's not going to humiliate you. He's not going to do anything to you. So, hey, Queen, I salute you. If you do first night or you wait 6 months or to a year, or if you just want to be celibate until you're married, it's your body. You do what you want to do. I salute you. And that's my advice to you. Now, next caller, he say, hey, Boss Talk 21 podcast, social media is killing my relationship. So, brother, I want to really elaborate on what you mean about social media is killing your relationship. I don't know too much, but probably it's like, I don't know. I know I was in that situation. Social media killed my relationship because I wasn't posting my significant other. So I'm probably thinking that, or that's got to be it, or you're on social media too much, liking pictures or something. So all I tell you, my advice to you, brother, get off your page unless you're making money off your page. It's gonna ruin. Because if you got a good girl, you don't want to ruin. You don't want to ruin a good thing with a good person over social media if you're not making money off social media. I'm just let you know. I was making money off social media, so I'm gonna just tell you that, brother. Diamond, YB, you got any help for this young man?
I ain't got no help for you, bro. Look here. When it comes to your relationship, man, she should be able to like. It's a picture. She should be able to like who she want to like on social media. You should be able to like who you want to like. It's only a picture. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I don't see what the issue is about the likes. Like, she like what she sees. She obviously, bro. See, you can't see one thing. Okay, we're gonna say this before we get up out of here, right? One thing you can't do in your relationship, man, is not practice reality. What reality is that your woman ain't the only woman that's beautiful, bro. She ain't the finest one.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? It's somebody out there who look better than her. It's somebody out there that look better than you. And y'all should be able to both agree on that and say, hey, man, I like the picture because she was pretty. I thought she was pretty.
Perspective.
You know what I'm saying? And she can say, babe, I thought the picture was handsome. He looked nice on it. I liked the picture. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Because that really show your insecurities when you do that.
Yep.
And we all kind of balance, deal with that a little bit. But at the end of the day, you should be secure with who you is. And you should be secure within your relationship and know what you got at the end of the day. So if she liking a couple pictures, man, don't charge to her head unless she just upset that she in the comments. If she in the comment, knock her head loose, bro. That's on my prediction. Knock her head out. But other than that, if she just liking a couple pictures, man, let her do that.
Excuse me, Boss Talk 21 podcast. We do not promote domestic violence.
Domestic violence.
Thank you.
None whatsoever.
Thank you.
It was just
Don't
for
take
joking
me serious.
purposes.
It was just a joke, bro. Say it again. It was just a joke,
It was just a joke. We do not promote
But
domestic
sometimes
violence.
things get a little spicy.
Nah, we don't need to get no spice.
Diamond, you like women hit you upside the head?
No, don't do that. No, I mean, but I just feel like things sometimes get a little spicy. But you know, y'all attacked Ari when she said it, so let me be quiet. No.
Whips change.
I'm into reality. What did Rose say? Reality. So I just want to piggyback off of what Rose said. When it comes to social media, let's be clear. Anything we see on social media is highlights. Anything you see on social media is highlights. It's the high moments. It's the moments where people are doing good, unless it's the people who are actually promoting or saying stuff about them going through things, and there's nothing wrong with that, because a lot of us are dealing with depression. We have our down moments. We go through rough days, and that's reality as well, and that's true life. I go through mine as well. But most of the things that we see on social media are the highlights. So when a person that you're with is insecure about what you like, what you post, who you interact with, that's just their insecurities coming to the surface. You have to be careful with that when it comes to a person who is insecure, because that can be dangerous, sis, brother. Okay? I think that if you're in a relationship and a person, or you feel like your relationship is going down because of social media, you need to have a conversation of what social media means to both of you. Now, Ro is on the tip of him and his old lady know that social media is only for probably entertainment purposes. You see other people, what goes on in their house, they know that that's them. But if you see somebody else that's beautiful, handsome, or whatever, you have an understanding that, okay, if I like the picture, it doesn't go beyond that. Some people don't have that understanding. If you're with a person that you know, if they see a pretty girl, they're going to be in her DMs, they're going to be in her comments, like Rose said, then that's a problem. You need to get away from that person, because they don't know the boundaries between what they have and what they want. If they want somebody else, then you don't need to be with them. Period. But at the end of the day, if you are just interacting on social media, then what's the problem with that? That's what it's for. If you know that this person is who you're with, the person you talk to every day, this person not talking to nobody else, this person not accepting no calls, no DMs, no cash apps, then you know that this is your person. So why is it destroying your relationship? Because y'all don't have an understanding. Period. Without any type of understanding and trust, the relationship can just end right now. And there's no point beyond that point to continue a relationship that goes into domestic violence and goes into, you know, he mad at you, you mad at him, you beefing with the girl because he in her comments. That's too much. You have to come to an understanding of what you will accept, what you won't accept. If the person that you're with does not respect what you want them to do on social media, and that's not the person for you. And that's something that a lot of us need to accept. And that's hard to accept. But at the end of the day, social media is social media. You have to get an understanding of what reality is. Who is the person that you're with? How is this person satisfying you? How is this person making you feel? Because if a nigga liking it in the next bitch comments and he ain't said nothing to you all week, he ain't the one, sis. Brother, I know this is a guy comment, but that's not the one. So you have to get a balance of what that means to both of y'all. And that's all I got to say. Because I ain't going for the shit. That's what I said.
I tell you about that. Like this Diamond said, I'm just going to elaborate and make it small for you.
Period.
Make your lady feel secure and confident in the position that you are with her. Make her feel like there's no other woman in the world. Social media is just a reality that you like to play in time to time. Look at Nia Long, Rihanna. You know, you like to like celebrity people. You may like a couple of pinkies or something or whatever. You know what I mean? You like what you like. It is what it is. But still make your woman feel confident in her position in your life. That's all you got to do. And that will rid her of any insecurities of you cheating on her in the future of anything. But like I tell you, man, we couldn't answer everybody's question tonight. We're going to leave it to the next episode, man. We are Boss Talk 21. Like I said, if you like our show tonight, man, make sure you subscribe, comment, add us, all this, man. Follow us on all social media platforms at Boss Talk 21. And be on the lookout for our next segment. We do stuff like this. We're going to pop up all the time. We're going to do stuff like this.
1 second. Don't forget to call in and leave your voicemail so we can hear your opinion at 601-456-2204. Let's say that again. 601-456-2204. Call us.
And we out, man. Boss Talk 21, man. Shout out to my boy RonShotIt. You already know the vibes, man. DJ KG.
Diamond.
And YB, man, we checking out.
It did.
Tsunami warning has been issued.